evening, everybody, and welcome to another Monday night stream, where we are going to be doing some D&D homebrew. Because, fuck it, it's Monday night, we're all tired, and we like to do something fun. So,
yeah,
a little bit...
Hello!
Hello.
You alright?
I'm rather well, how are you?
We had to do some... I'm fine, how are you?
I'm rather well, I'm rather spiffing, how are you?
I'm also rather spiffing. Do you know what I like to do when I'm not talking like this?
You like to spiff?
I do like to spiff, but you know where I like to spiff?
Where do you like to spiff, sir?
In the kitchen!
In the
you know what
kitchen?
else is in the kitchen?
Awfully unhygienic.
Cooking!
Cooking?
Cooking is awfully unhygienic.
Cooking is awfully...
Spiff in your cooking, boys!
Well, especially the way you do it.
Hey! And that is an intro, people. We're gonna do a homebrew.
That's how you do a fucking introduction.
Yes, we're here for unhinged.
We are unhinged. There is no...
Completely unhinged.
And that's why we're not doing a druid, we're doing a bard.
Yeah!
There will be no hinging!
Absolutely no stones shall stand upon this monument that is our fucking... Fuck, I don't know. We're here! We're here!
So...
And we're alive! And we're cooking!
And we're cooking with gas. A little bit...
Yep.
So, a little bit of context for this one. Because... in the regular D&D game that I run, that is for nobody's viewing, that is a private thing, because, you know, we can keep things to ourselves. We came up with a little bit of an argument about what class would be best for cooking. Because I had created an NPC who was a cooking wizard. And then we had a bit of an argument, and it was like, actually, not cooking, because because I do want to make a cooking character, because I fucking love cooking. And the idea was that you know, if you're going to make a cooking character, cooking is an art form, you'd make a bard. And then we started arguing about baking, and that got ugly.
I mean, I think it is generally understood in the culinary community, and I say this because my wife was there. She done all of the cooking and...
Oh, he's dropped.
It's an art, and baking is a science. Because if you can cook by feeling. If you bake by feeling, though, you don't get no fucking bread.
No, you don't get no fucking bread. All you get is a blob monster.
Yeah. So, in order to avoid blob monsters, we have decided to do a cooking bard, and then baking comes later. There's further argument about that. We might do a double bill.
Yeah.
We might go crazy.
So this is going to be the College of Cookery bard.
Yeah.
I want to make that bigger. So, we have made a bard on this channel before. Because we very famous, I think either our first or at least one of our first ever homebrews was the College of Profanity bard.
Yeah, it was good.
Which is just magnificent.
And has been playtested with positive reviews.
Has been gently playtested at lower levels to rave reviews, yeah. I believe, yeah, it simply was just the guy, I went, did you enjoy it? And he just went, fuck yeah, and I can't think of a better way of putting that.
Yeah, it's just pretty good, really.
But, the great thing about bards is that, mechanically speaking, they're a lot simpler than some other things to put together. Because bards do not have an expanded spell list. So there's not going to be any of me and Chris pouring through the entire spell list going, oh god, what would fit here? What would be funny? What would be thematic?
This is why marshals are easier.
This is why marshals are easier and bards are the best charisma characters. Fucking fight me, Sorcerer Remains.
I was gonna say, as the warlock mains all come up with their fucking like
Oh yeah, call your sugar
dark
daddy.
hair and heavy metal spikes. What?
Call your fucking sugar daddy to do something about it.
It's good to say.
Bards are the only charisma casters who are not nepo babies.
Fair. Can't argue with that.
And I'm not I am also not counting paladins in that, because paladins do very much work for their shit, but they are not full casters.
Yeah, but they're still nepo babies.
Yeah.
Smite comes from God.
Smite comes from God, but I don't think it's nepotism.
I mean, they gave it to the paladins, but didn't give it to the clerics. If that's not nepotism, I don't know what is.
But to be fair, the clerics get to call up God personally and say, sort this shit out.
That's a different kind of nepotism.
That's a different kind of nepotism. That's, I'm taking my ball and going home to Mount Celestia. So, bards. We have bardic inspiration, we have charisma to play with, we have various different things. Because that's the great thing about bards, is that you can kind of go, because they are very versatile and very fluid and very jack of all trades classes, quite literally, you can just kind of go fucking anywhere with them. So there is the obvious thing that I can think of right off the bat, because down here at the bonus thing, this is usually like proficiencies and stuff, I think. Just gonna bring the wiki.page page up. Pretty sure that's like proficiencies and stuff.
What, a third level?
Well, there's like the third level ability, and then there's like a bonus, sometimes a bonus third level.
I mean, I'm just looking through it at the moment. So like, creation has 2 things at third level. Eloquence has 2 things at third level.
Lore gets
Glamour.
2 things at third level.
Glamour has 2 things
everything,
at third level.
Yeah, everybody gets 2 things at third levels.
Yup.
They all do. Only one of them is proficiencies, and that's lore bards. Lore and swords get proficiencies.
The swords also get... No, swords get a fighting style and a blade flourish.
The swords get 3 things, because they get...
and they also get bonus proficiencies.
Yeah.
Absolute bastards are sword bards.
The only ones who get just a proficiency and an ability as their 2 separate things are Valor and Lore, because Valor gets medium armor shields and martial weapons, which is weird because that's actually better than swords for combat.
That's crazy.
And Lore just gets 3 extra proficiencies, because Lore bards are great. Because what I'm gonna say would be the obvious, which is, you gain proficiency with cook's utensils, and you can add your charisma bonus to any check you make using them. Like, that's the obvious one. Like, we kind of have to include that one.
Yeah, you have to get cooking utensils.
So I think we might end up doing 3 things, like the swords bar, like proficiencies, and a couple of other and like 2 actual abilities.
Aye, because like a tool proficiency is not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always in favour of tool proficiency, but
Tool
it's also
proficiencies
things
are great.
that in
You
theory one can get on one's own.
Yeah, DMs make your players use tool proficiencies more often. Look at the stuff in Xanathar's guide. There's some really good shit in there, and it makes everything feel more flavorful. And it is the quickest way to use a mechanic to round out a character. Because if your character has proficiency in a tool, you got to understand. You got to go, okay, why? Where did they pick this up? Why do they enjoy this? Is it just cool to give your character a hobby? Like, I had great fun with my monk back in the day with Snack, who had proficiency in painter's supplies.
And in that same party, I had Corlith, who had the Poisoner's Kit, which he used to great effect.
That was like the center of your character, though.
I mean, it was, but like, it's not a warlock thing. And I was a warlock wizard multiclass, and it was but I was also just like, but poisons. Let's do this. Let's kill lots of people.
It's great. I've seen a number of dungeon masters who've struggled with this, and some of it, at least one has come to me personally, where it's I'm struggling to get my players to engage with their characters as characters. tool proficiencies are a really good way of doing that.
Yeah.
Because it makes you think. And as soon as you get people's like gears turning about their character, it works really well. Some classes are better for this than others. For example,
But also, sorry.
Some classes are easier for this than others. Warlocks, wizards, sorcerers to a lesser degree, and paladins and clerics all kind of have some roleplay stuff baked into the class, because you've got what's your god, what's your oath and why did you swear it, where did you learn your magic, who's your fucking patron. They've all got stuff like that. Bards, fighters, barbarians, less so. But
I think this is the thing, though. This is, and it's like, if you know anybody in real life who doesn't do anything, they go to work, they come home, watch the TV, eat dinner, go to bed. Occasionally they go out at the weekend, get very, very drunk and go home. And that's their entire existence, right?
And they need
I've met people like this. Well, yes, that too. But also, they don't have any passions in life. And a tool proficiency, if nothing else, is a passion or an interest. Alright? And, even if you don't want to talk to Trains guy about his model train set that he keeps in his basement and has collected every single train that rode on a particular rail line between the years 1851 and 1903, he's still got an interest. He can talk to you about trains all day. That's something you can work on. That's what a tool proficiency is. A tool proficiency is an interest or a passion at its bare bones. And there are so many different toolkits. That's one of the things that I think
there's tons.
Opaque about it is that there's so many, even if it's things like, kind of more utilitarian stuff, like a poisoner's kit, like a weaver's kit, woodworking tools, dungeoneer, whatever, that kind of stuff. But there's loads of other painter supplies and all sorts of just, bizarre little things. Map maker supplies and
I based an entire character around that once, and it was great. It really made me think about what they were doing in their off time and why they were adventuring.
Yeah, I was going to say that's sorry, Mr. Theatre here talking again, but it's like when you're looking at a character, you need to understand what their motivations are. What is it that drives them? What are the things that they like and dislike? What do they want to achieve? That's your core of any character. It needs to be about, like, what do they actually want to do? Why are they, what makes them tick?
Yeah,
is the cliche.
And to sort of, throw the fantasy author in here to build on that a little bit. When you are dealing with characters who are larger than life and face great perils and fantastical dangers on the daily, what are they doing when they're not in massive danger? Who are they? I mean, it was an slightly facetiously put forward by Yahtzee Croshaw as a complaint about some characters in, I think it was the Call of Duty series. It's just like, none of these people fuck. None of these people feel like they fuck or want to do anything except fight war all the time. And it's such an easy way to give a character so much more depth. Like, again, I can think of like so many of my characters, two that spring to mind at the moment. I played a monk who had the painting supplies. He had a great time just fucking writing big signs on the sides of things. He wasn't like Da Vinci. He was a shit graffiti artist with a paintbrush. It was great fun. And at the same time, I had another person. I had a ranger who had proficiency in, I think it was calligrapher's tools or something. And she would do little sketches of people whenever we were doing downtime. And I kept a little thing in my journal of the sketches that I had. And it made that character feel so much more real, and so, it made me enjoy being them so much. It's good shit!
Yeah. And it's like
role-playing crack.
Well, it's one of those things that it's like, it's not necessarily for every table, but
No.
for the tables where you do want more roleplay in your game, then get your players to give their characters hobbies,
Yeah.
and interests, and things.
Get them
You
to
know.
read the background section of the PHB. Because backgrounds are... that's basically all backgrounds are for. And
Yeah.
they're really good at making you think about shit.
Yeah. And I mean, much as lots of people just choose shite ones and run away, you know. But it's also, you know, much, you know, great. In fact, it's anybody watch Free Run? Free Run's great. Watch Free Run. Great heroes party that, you know, kills the demon lord. What do they do next? And you're like, well, you know, one of them just travels the world because she just really fucking loves magic. And she just loves finding new spells. And you're like, what does somebody who just loves magic for the sake of magic versus somebody who's like, I will kill all the things with my enormous fireball? What's the difference between these two of them? One of them will only ever use fireball, the only spell that you really need. The other will discover a brand new cantrip that no one has ever found in the history of the world, or it's been like lost up in some mountain range and only 5 people know it. And we'll be like, oh my god, this is better than fireball. You know, that's the difference. And
That
it's
builds into things.
characterful.
And that builds into things you can do as a DM. Really engage with your players. Give them special shit.
Anyway, we have been yakking on our fucking soapbox now for like 15 minutes.
What up? I really hope you just heard that whole rant and didn't just join afterwards, because...
You would have been off age.
I just ate one. So now only one left.
Yeah, because I really
You
hope
should eat it.
you got here
You got one, you didn't
in
know
time for all that
I did
really
not
good
really
role-playing
know.
advice, because it's really solid. But hello, Daisy Luna 2.
You just witnessed me have an argument with my wife.
Fuck
What?
you.
I love that woman so much.
Mm.
Oh, right. Anyway, we
Right.
were gonna do a bard. We were gonna do a bard, Jay.
I'm gonna do a bard. No, we're not doing music. We're doing cookery. So, just the basic proficiency thing. You gain proficiency with cooked utensils if you don't already have it, and you can add your charisma modifier to any check you make with them. You can also use them as a spell casting focus.
Yes, I think that is very sensible.
That covers all that. So, ability 1. What are our third level abilities going to be? What is the core ability
This
of this
is the
class?
question.
Because the closest thing we have, realistically, to a cooking class in D&D right now is the Alchemist Artificer, because they make potions.
Yeah,
Okay?
but cooking shouldn't just be about making potion.
No, it shouldn't. But their whole thing mechanically is, I make these experimental elixirs. You roll a die, you find out what they do wacky shit.
I think instead
Mhm.
we should look more at things like the effects of something like Hero's Feast.
See, I was thinking
Like-
we'd give them Hero's Feast for free, like, as part
I
of the
think-
final ability.
Yeah, I think we should do that as well. But it's like a chef. Well, important things about chefs. One, they are all cocaine addicts. Not all of them. Most of them are cocaine addicts.
They all need something.
A lot of them are very dangerous with any form of edged or even non-edged weapon. A lot of them have burns all over their arms.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm thinking fire resistance.
I'm thinking fire resist. I think we do that later.
Oh yeah, definitely later. But also, I think they need
We'll do that after the stream.
like downtime powers, big buff downtime powers, as well as maybe not flourishes, but something dangerous with like small weapons. Or even big weapons. We've
So-
all seen giant anime chef knives and gone, wouldn't that be fucking
So that's
great?
the thing. Bards get, as base, they get proficiency with simple weapons. Is a dagger a simple weapon? I don't remember.
I believe so.
I think it is, but
You look it up. I'm not bothered.
Simple weapons. Yep, daggers are simple weapons.
Yeah.
How about this? Just because, again, we're looking at... We're barding the shit out of this.
Yeah.
So should we maybe say you can also add your charisma modifier to any attacks you make with a dagger?
I would say simple. I would say with a simple weapon. I wouldn't limit it to daggers like that.
Yeah, because you're gonna get people who want
much.
you're gonna get people who want to twat somebody with a rolling pin.
Exactly.
And that's
you
a
know,
club.
you cannot. Yeah, exactly. You cannot like prevent people from twatting each other with rolling pins. That would be undemocratic.
As your skills with culinary, you 10 skills increases. You also learn to wield them. God Almighty, wield them in battle. You can add your. Okay, should it be attack? It lets you attack with charisma, or do you add your charisma to the damage to just make you hit harder?
Probably to the attack. Like adding extra things to damage is a much.
Yeah. To any attack.
Get to add bardic inspiration die to ability checks and attack rolls, but they don't get to add it to damage.
No. You get to add your charisma modifier to any attack you make with a simple weapon.
Yeah.
I want someone to take this subclass, I want to multi-class into monk, and I want them to put cheese graters on their arms and become Master Shredder.
Okay, that would be delightful.
Okay? Please, I'm begging you. Like, I will make you fight a rat folk and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. Our battle will be legendary. So.
Oh dear.
So that's already something pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are cooking. We're doing downtime. We're doing downtime stuff.
Yeah.
When you join the College of Cookery at 3rd level, so I'm thinking. I mean, the quick way to do that would be give people temporary hit points, but Hero's Feast that we're going to do later gives you that, as well as things like the Inspiring Leader feat, which is a good choice for bards anyway.
Yeah.
And I think the Chef feat as well, because there is a Chef feat.
There is a chef feat. That's a good fucking point,
There's
actually.
a Chef feat. And by the way, always be careful when going near Chef's feats, because they've usually been on them for 14 hours. So, Chef feat. You get an increase to your con or your wisdom, because you got to be wise in a kitchen. You gain proficiency with cook's utensils, and yeah. As part of a short rest, you can cook special food, provided you have ingredients and cook's utensils. You can prepare enough of this food for a number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency. At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice also gets an extra d8. Which I think...
Was one or...
Actually, if you put that on a bard, that would work really well in a short rest campaign, because you can... I would let that double up with Song of Rest.
Well, there you go. And I mean, you should do.
Yeah, that would be really good. Fuck yeah. If you're taking the subclass, by the way, take the Chef feat. But you can also, you can make treats that give people temporary hit points if they eat them as a bonus action. Sorry, what?
Are there any subclasses that just give you a feat? Sorry, I appreciate we froze out there.
No, very specifically not. I will say, I do like... Oh, he's frozen again. I do like that in the new 2024 rules, they are attaching some feats to backgrounds.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Because you know how the whole thing of like being a variant human is kind of busted because you're the only one that gets a free feat. They're now letting basically anyone do that because they're attaching certain kinds of feats. Like they've broken them into like origin feats and something else, and these origin feats you can attach to backgrounds, and I think that is really, really cool because it gives you more reason to engage with backgrounds and more just cool stuff. So the 2024 rules are not all bad. I'm going to be stealing bits of them. I just don't like. I just don't like that they've killed a lot of the flavor. Ironically, because we're making a cooking bard. They've killed a lot of flavor out of the 2024 rules, and I don't like it.
Well, Oxventure are doing their new campaign with the 2024 rules, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, they'll be able to put a good, flavorful spin on it. Like, they're not the people. It's the new people who would come to this and go, "Oh, this isn't. There's not really a lot of inspiration here." Although apparently they have, because I watched Ginny D's video on making a 2024 character with the guide in the book, and apparently they have done a shitload of quality of life stuff for actually just making a character out of the book if you're new to it. So I'm very happy.
That's
with
good.
That. So yes, noob friendly D&D. Bring more people in. Anyway,
Absolutely.
so we want to do some short rest stuff, but I don't think temporary hit points is the way to go, because there's a lot of other things that you can do to get that would be a really good idea for this feat, for this class, and also we're giving one of them later, the best one. So I think here's what we can do. We can make this kind of an evolving ability.
Internet is fucked, but
internet is fucked, but yeah. Jesus, Chris does the Kermit arms. So what I think is we make this kind of an evolving ability. Because, as your skills as a chef grow, so does the range of dishes you can create, right? So I think we start with, you can do a thing, and then at every bonus level, and you can do more with this. So I think, at the end of a short or long rest, you can choose a number of creatures up to your charisma modifier and make them a meal. And when you are making that meal, you choose one skill, and every creature who eats that meal gets advantage on the saving throws for that skill. Which is, it's useful. It's really useful if you can kind of read the terrain that you're heading into. Like if you know you're heading into a haunted house, give everybody advantage on their charisma saves. Deal with ghosts and stuff. If you think you're going to be dealing with traps, give them some fucking dexterity soup. So that I think that's a good, maybe a good place to start.
I would be concerned that for most parties where there will be a mix of casters, non-casters, then it's going to be like Dex is the only one worth doing for a lot of people, or maybe Con. Whereas otherwise in a mixed group, like, do you do wisdom, do you do intelligence, do you do charisma? It depends, choosing one advantages one group of casters, disadvantages another one, or, various nonsense. So it's maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, dexterity saving
But
throws are
I haven't
the most
got a
common.
better suggestion.
Dexterity. I think if you start at you can give people advantage on a saving throw as part of a short or long rest.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, do it, and then later we can increase the number of saving throws you get advantage on, which would make it bitching as shit. I would also like to apologise for the technical issues we're currently having.
Yes, I think Chris's internet may have been spliced and is being routed through the void.
I'm not entirely sure whose internet it is, but it's a problem. Gonna have to break into EE, burn their fucking offices down. There you go. EE, I'm coming for you. Fix my internet or I'll burn your house down.
And that is the Scottish way.
Indeed.
The end of short or long resting period, a meal for a number of creatures equal to your charisma modifier. When you prepare this meal, select one ability, and any creature that eats this meal will gain advantage on the saving throw associated with that ability until their next long rest. If we make it last for a long rest, but let us do it on a short rest, that also means they can do it in a bit more... You can do a bit more improv-y stuff, and that makes it a bit more practical.
Sure, yeah. And it means it doesn't automatically,
Yeah.
refresh itself.
I will say, once you make a new meal, the effects of the old one cease. Just so you can't stack it at the start.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. What should we call that? Meal prep.
Prepare to meal?
Prepare to meal your maker?
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's kind of where I'm going for. I don't know. Food puns, Jay. Come on.
Making a meal of it?
Well, no. Good food puns.
Saving their bacon?
Sure.
Because it's about saving throws?
Yeah.
But what if you want a bard to be kosher?
Then there can't be a bard.
Bards can't be kosher. You heard it here,
Yep.
folks.
Famously, the Old Testament does not contain any songs or dances or any type of art. Famously.
Are there any theologians in the chat who want to argue?
I was gonna say, there's definitely not a whole book of songs.
There's totally not two.
Oh yeah.
At least
Proverbs
two.
isn't songs.
No, there's Psalms and there's the Song of Solomon.
Oh yeah. The Song of Solomon's not its own book though.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
In the
In the Bible.
In the Bible? Damn.
In the Bible. It's biblical.
Shit. I hope my mother doesn't watch these.
She very much doesn't, don't worry. And
That's
I know
fine.
that, and I know that because the only time she has ever commented on my lighting or my setup was when I did something for the company. Was when I put out a video for the company. And none of the 50 live streams we have done before. 50 plus.
Than us for not going to church anymore.
Yeah.
Or me not knowing books in the Bible.
It's fine. She knows we're sinners and she loves us anyway. Anyway,
Exactly.
fuck with the call. Saving our bacon.
Saving our bacon. There we go. Does mean you can't have any vegetarian or, in fact, Muslim bards either. So,
Aww.
soz, guys.
No, I gotta call it something else now.
Sectarian exclusion, the bard?
Oh God.
We just accept that we have absolutely banned the Abrahamic religions from this class. We are
That feels mean
exclusionary,
now.
horrifying, elitist snobs.
That feels mean now.
You could always make it beef relevant, and then we remove the Hindus.
I was going to do that for a later ability if you want to aggro somebody, call it starting beef.
Oh, God. Get to the root of things. Potato! Oh, damn!
Everybody eats potatoes, right? Dinner defense? I don't know.
Dine and dash?
Nah, that beef increases its speed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Banana advantage.
Oh, that's what these are for!
Just important to know that we are firing on fucking no
cylinders.
cylinders right now, guys.
Right. I'm just gonna call it cooking with gas.
Yeah. Fuck it, that works.
Okay, what's gonna be our secondary, sort of like more direct or like skill-based ability for third level? What else are we gonna give them at third level?
Call it cutting edge. Call it cutting edge. Yes! No, this is it, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
You know the meme of like somebody like cutting something in half with a wooden spoon?
No, but go off.
Right. So, our ability is when making an attack with a simple weapon, a simple weapon attack, you can add Bardic Inspiration die. There we go. To your, presumably to the attack roll.
Well, we're already adding your
Yeah.
charisma modifier to the attack roll.
Oh yeah, no, we're already doing that. Alright, well
Yeah,
then
which
you
would-
can add it to the damage. Once per turn.
I mean, no, it's Bardic Inspiration. It's already a fairly scant resource, so.
Yeah, alright.
And you're only getting one attack anyway.
This is true. You can add your Bardic Inspiration die to a damage roll.
Tell you what, should we make this a bit more supportive?
But we've got a supportive ability.
Well, I'm saying, when you or a friendly creature you can see.
That becomes very powerful at level 3.
Yeah, but if you keep it for simple weapons, it actually makes it a lot easier.
Well, that's true because almost nobody's using simple weapons.
Way less people are using simple weapons, and simple weapons are a lot less deadly. Like, the most dangerous simple weapon you're gonna get is...
Short sword?
Is a great club. Which is a two-handed doing a D8.
Damn.
It's not a lot.
Not... Oh, spears and sickles are simple weapons?
Well, yeah, a spear's really fucking simple. You stick him with the pointy end.
I suppose.
Spears are that's historically what spears were for. It was like, we got one guy on the ground who's got like a month of training. Give him a big pointy stick and tell him to point it at the enemy with 30 of his mates.
That works.
Yeah.
Also, mace for a meat tenderizer.
Oh. Oh.
Alright.
Yep. So we've got, like, club
Can
is
I-
like your rolling pin. A dagger is like your chef's knife. A great club is like your grandma's rolling pin that's really fucking big.
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And this might make you want to not give it to lots of people in the group. but it also makes it better than just adding it, because anyone can. Fucking sword bards get tons of shit to add to your attacks.
Yeah, sword bards are mental.
So you can add your inspiration die to a damage roll from a melee weapon attack from a simple melee weapon attack or ranged weapon attack. Simple weapon attack. That damage is considered slashing damage.
That's actually not that great.
But it's really great if you're using a bludgeoning weapon.
Well, no, actually.
Why? Doing
'Cause-
2 weapon damage type attacks is good, especially at early levels.
Oh, so you're doing it additionally as well as not replacing.
So your
right.
bludgeoning weapon
Okay.
gets its your bardic inspiration die is slashing damage.
Right. Okay. That's still.
That's my point.
Yeah, because the thing is, from what I understand, there's a lot more things with weaknesses to bludgeoning damage at early levels than there are things with weaknesses to slashing.
But there is also things that at early levels that only have a resistance to one or the other, not both.
It's still a cool idea.
Yes, it is a cool idea because it's somebody cutting a piece of paper in half with a wooden spoon.
Quite literally putting an edge on a rolling pin.
Yes, and the important thing is that it's the kind of thing that can develop hugely later.
Yes.
Doing multiple kinds of damage on your attacks. Which I think is cool as shit.
I still think you should be able to give that to other people as well.
Okay, deal.
Your experience in a kitchen lets you teaches you to work with your team.
Yeah.
When a friendly creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack.
That you can see.
Sorry.
Friendly creature you can see within 30 feet. Very
30 of you
important.
makes an attack. Do we want to set limited to simple weapons?
I think for the flavour of what we're doing, yes. And also it means we're starting low and we build up to something much bigger.
You can expend a use of your bardic inspiration and add that dice roll as slashing damage. I'm going to change that and make it a successful attack. Actually, we could streamline this a little bit.
Yeah?
So, instead of saying when someone makes a successful attack, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. If someone makes an attack, succeeds with your Bardic Inspiration, you can add that as slashing damage.
That works.
So that means that you're not going to be burning through your inspiration like that.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah. While adding your Bardic Inspiration. Also means that we're not having to waste this as a reaction that you could be using to cast something like Silvery Barbs.
Yeah.
Which I think Silvery Barbs in this context is just the Gordon Ramsay comes out. Just the Gordon Ramsay and you just comes up and you just start
You're useless! You're stupid!
Exactly, you just start swearing at fucking
Absolutely.
fucking monsters.
I've seen better steak like this on the roadkill, you donkey! Sorry.
Air attack. They can also add the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die to their damage as slashing damage.
I'm gonna I'm gonna make once you finish this, I'm gonna make a suggestion.
We're doing good, Dragon Craze. We are talking about cooking bards and occasionally swearing at people violently with Gordon Ramsay-style insults to cause damage and cast silvery barbs.
I was gonna say, what do you mean occasionally?
You're a bard. It's where your spell slots are going.
Exactly! Violence in language!
Exactly.
And culinary violence.
Exactly.
And we hear something like that.
Right. This is gonna end up being a pretty fucking martial bard.
I mean,
I'm
have
okay
you met
with that.
chefs?
Yes, I have. Right. Fun thing. As a bartender, I've experienced a great variety of people, and I'll tell you, there are two kinds of people where 50% of them are either, you have a 50-50 chance when they walk into your bar, they are either the best people to be there and the easiest to serve and work around, or they're an absolute raging fucking nightmare, and those are soldiers and chefs.
I was going to say,
culinary training is, I think, technically more than Chris and I have, at least professionally put together.
but I married a former chef.
Yeah, you married
so, you know.
culinary. You married into culinary training. Some of us had to do it ourselves.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Yeah. It was pretty great, but also,
this one.
you know, COVID happened and she got horribly burnt.
Oh, that's a... Okay, she didn't get horribly burned. She got
Abusive during the pandemic.
Okay.
Like, bruh.
She didn't get your internet cut out at the worst possible moment there. She didn't get horribly burnt. She got horribly burnt out. At least I think that's what he was going to say. Sorry, say it again.
Oh, you froze again. Okay.
Horribly burnt out, Chris.
Horribly burnt out.
Yes.
And got
fine.
an RSI. She is not horribly disfigured. She just now has, you know, like a permanent recurring injury to...
Yeah. She's fine.
Repetitive strain injury is what RSI stands for. God,
She's
I
fine.
keep
She
phrasing.
didn't get... She isn't that... Yeah. Repetitive strain injury. Yeah, she didn't, you know, end up like that guy in Watchmen where Rorschach dumps the fucking fryer basket full of oil on his face.
No.
No.
So we all good.
She's okay, don't worry. So what should we call this adding slashing thing?
Cutting edge. 100%. That's on the cutting edge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's look at 6th level abilities.
So, this is where my controversial thing is. I think that cutting edge should level up twice. Okay? So I think at 6th acronym before I didn't know something.
In the States you would call it carpal tunnel.
No, carpal tunnel is a specific form of repetitive strain injury. She didn't get carpal tunnel.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's in that family of things. Yes, no, you're all good. So, I think that at 6th level, the damage that we get from cutting edge should be magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance.
Yes.
Obviously. But I also want to add more damage types.
Like fire.
Like fire.
Like fire.
Although I feel like...
And acid.
Yeah.
Salt, fat, acid, heat.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, I think we should add things at 6th level and at 14th level. No, if it was like a P45.
No, that's not... No, a P45 is... Yeah, that's a... You are done here. That's the you are done here form.
Oh, man.
Just as long as your P45 isn't delivered with a P7, which I believe is a kind of pistol.
No, that's a PP7.
Shit!
And if you've got 7 PPs, then there is something wrong with you.
If you've got 7 PPs, call the fucking Guinness World Book of Records, or go back to Area 51.
COVID being brought up, and there an acronym. No, you're
That's very fair.
absolutely
No,
fine.
you were
You're
absolutely
fine.
right to ask. We are just absolutely going to be taking the piss because that's our existence.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yes.
Right. So.
Hello.
Should
What?
this ability just be a level up to our first two abilities? Or should it be something else on top of it?
I think it should be something else on top.
I would like to put forward gaining your resistance to fire and acid damage.
Alright, so 2 damage resistances, which is sick as fuck.
Oh, we have a great time around here, Dragon Craze. If you want, we've got a whole fucking YouTube channel with all our old stuff on it. There's a whole City of Mist campaign and a bunch more of this homebrew kicking around. Fucking wire in, man.
Yeah. And we're here every Monday.
And we're here every Monday. And I'm sometimes around on a
Fucks
Friday.
and giggles.
And I'm sometimes around on a Friday, although I won't be this time.
And that was enough shameless shilling.
Plugging! Wait, we're doing cookery, not electricians. Fuck! Right, I'm literally just gonna call this ability Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat.
I like that. Let's do it. Salt, fat, acid, heat. So, resistance to...
Yeah.
Yeah. At what level is it that Forge Clerics get fire resistance?
They get fire
again?
resistance pretty early. They get immunity later.
They get immunity like much later, but they get
Immunity is part
resistance
of
at
their
like level
final ability.
3 or something.
But they do get... I think they get the fire resistance... It's not insane. Yes, please do. When we are done with this, I will put it on my Patreon but fully available so you don't have to pay for shit. And you'll be able to find it. Enough cooking related injuries to be inured against specific kinds of damage. I've definitely used the word inured wrong. Insured? No, it's not insured. You're a chef, you're not insured.
Right. So Forge Clerics get it at 6th level. They get damage resistance, and they get better heavy armor.
Cool, this is 6th level.
So, yeah. So my question is, do we want to do 1 resistance and add a damage type to our cutting, and then at 14th level add another resistance, add another damage type to our cutting, and add an ability?
Yeah, I think giving them 2 resistances at 6 levels maybe a bit much, plus all the bonuses and shit. No, I don't know what a Fat Tom is. What is that?
Wait, what?
Is
Fat
this
Tom No, I'm not familiar with the term Fat Tom.
I'm just imagining a giant cat, like just a beast tomcat.
It does feel that way. Like Big the Cat.
Ah, exactly.
I mean, Big the Cat could be a chef. Like,
I think he is.
you know, that dude fishes a lot.
I think he is. I think he is, actually. I'm not up on my Sonic lore. All I know is that Keanu Reeves is playing Edgy the Hedgy in the 3rd movie, and I'm fucking here for that.
I'm here for Edgy the Hedgy.
Oh! Is the acronym telling you what bacteria needs to grow? Food, acidity, time, temperature, oxygen, moisture. Oh, shit!
There you go.
I did not know that.
We have learned
Jamie!
something new.
Hello, Death!
Hello, Jamie W. Adams. Welcome to making Chef Bard. We are making Chef Bard, who is gonna do stabbing and good grubbing.
Exactly.
We're also gonna make him fireproof.
To be fair, how many chefs have you met that could just take an entire baking tray out of the oven with no gloves on and just be fine?
It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
It's pretty, yeah. It's like, damn. That's true. You would choose acid or poison, or maybe both. I don't know. Maybe that's too much. But at 14th level...
See, I keep thinking acid because you're more likely to get splashed with something that'll do that kind of thing in a kitchen rather than... But also, tasting for poison, so yeah.
Yeah, and also most of the acidic substances you're talking about, you know, actually, it's more likely like oil burns and things like that, which is fire.
Yeah.
So fire and poison.
So I think we add the poison.
Anyway.
Actually, you know what? Poison's not that common, so if we give him a poison resistance now, I think it's not too big a deal.
Fair. And now AKA Vale is here and everything. We have the full cohort of fuck me. Alright.
It's a Good Omens reunion.
Deary me.
All we need is the Zuzu Bird and we're fine.
Well, first of all, we have that already.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically,
Bards already they already have simple weapons, so daggers are already good.
How many chefs were killed during the medieval period for not being... Yes, I have seen that.
Fuck, yeah, just the
Royal
one...
taste.
Like, it's the one guy who discovered peanut oil was a great thing and then killed like 14 food tasters because none of them knew they had nut allergies. And they were all just like, well, God hates you. Hanged.
They had it coming.
They had it coming. Da-da-da. Is that Chicago?
The blood. Yes, it is Chicago.
Yeah. Survival. Fuck! Right.
Oh dear.
Your previous skills also become more honed. So we were going to add another. You get to choose 2 saving throws for cooking with gas, and you had an upgrade for cutting edge.
Yes. Whatever you said, yes. I didn't hear you because you cut out, but yes.
So yeah, when you use your cooking with gas feature, you get to choose 2 saving throws. And for cutting edge, you're gonna make the damage magical and/or different types. Which
Let's just make it magical because we're actually adding a lot for 6th level.
We are making
here.
a lot for 6th level. This is a really fucking dangerous. This thing is like, this is a bard that's quite geared towards doing direct combat. Actually,
Yeah.
which is
But
fine.
also like, yeah. But we're like taking little things from lots of places. So like
Yeah.
fire resistance from forge clerics. Weapons are now magical for overcoming resistances. Is across loads of classes. It's not a huge deal. I'm planning to go to Tabletop Scotland this weekend.
I didn't know
what
that was
we're doing
happening,
this
and
weekend.
no, unfortunately. I've
Feat
got
for this class called Mise en Place that assists with ritual casting. That is actually cool as
trying to
fuck.
think of how to do mise en place as a pun, and I wasn't getting anything. But yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't know how you
Yeah.
assist with ritual casting, but
But who knows? Multi-class with wizards.
Wizards
Tabletop
with-
Scotland, probably not. We, I think,
I've got a fairly mental weekend already. So
really social this weekend. It's horrible and not normal.
and I've got a
We're like
job
seeing
now.
people. Oh yeah, soz. You're working, and I'm like, now we like seeing people on Friday and Saturday. We were gonna be seeing people on Sunday. We might still be. I don't know. Shit's crazy. I'm not prepared for a social calendar, but it's gonna be great. Oh yeah, sorry. AKA Val is my wife. She's seeing people on Sunday. She has even more of a social life than I do. And isn't that fucking horrifying? Oh shit. Oh Jamie. Oh
Good
no.
luck.
I salute you, sir. I pray for your safe return. Like fuck. Working and being social. People are already being like, you have to put up with him on the daily basis. You
I like this
poor
one.
Fuck.
I like this dragon. I like this dragon craze. He can stay. I like this one.
Oh.
I do not like my brother's internet.
Christ, some more. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, you signed a contract.
Why you
acknowledge-
QQ, bro? Why you QQ so hard?
You signed a contract. You're not allowed to give him back now. No refunds.
Oh, dearie
Christ.
me. Playing the long game on this one. For the life insurance?
Have life insurance?
Was I that or really hoping that our Twitch channel takes off? Maybe. Yeah. I was gonna say, my wife is the type who just bulldozes through Central Asia, having, like, established great nuclear power.
And I'm the guy who just sits in Australia and becomes unkillable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Except the
Them
best version of
spiders, you know.
Risk, the best version of Risk, and I will die on this hill, is the Lord of the Rings Risk. Because
I
it
very much
actually
enjoy Lord of the
fucking
Rings Risk.
end.
It's so good.
Because Risk basically only ends when
North
someone
Africa.
does world domination.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings one ends when the ring reaches Mount Doom, which means that you're not going to be spending 4 fucking days playing Risk.
I was going to say, Jamie, of course you would say that Risk Legacy is the best Risk. Because not only does it never end, but every game just leads to more game.
Oh god.
Although I do love the concept of Risk Legacy. I love the idea that every game that you play has a lasting impact on the board. I think that's cool as fuck. But I also feel like it makes it really awkward if you join in on someone else's Risk Legacy board.
It's like joining somebody else's D&D campaign late.
Yeah, it just feels a bit weird.
That is still cool though. Anyway, we've got an hour left and only one ability. This is probably the most efficient we've ever been.
I was going to say, yeah, but I think that's because bards are like
Bards are simple.
small. Yeah, I think because they've only got 3 like subclass things.
4.
You know.
They've got 4 subclass abilities and no expanded spell list.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as in, like, they only get it at 3 levels, so like 3rd, 6th, and 14th.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got a bunch of other regular abilities. So I want to go... Oh, it's frozen. I'm going to say... Let's go ham on the 14th level ability, because...
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. And Dragon Craze, you're brave. Well done.
You are... We salute you, sir. I say we upgrade the first 3 abilities and give them a free cast of Heroes Feast.
Deal.
Okay.
So we get at 14th level you can improve. You can give advantage on 3 saves. Your simple weapon attacks get lots more types of damage, and you have many resistances. By which I mean 2.
Well,
Also 2 types of magical damage.
I did put fire and poison in 6th level.
Oh, then you have fucking 3.
You'll have 3.
Like, shit's great.
That's the thing, acid damage is a really good one to have resistance to, because if something's doing acid damage to you, that a lot of the times from monsters, it usually means it's eating you.
I mean, yes, this is true.
It usually means it's fucking eating you. The Tarask, the Neothalid, the Purple Worm, like, yeah. Like, you just finished fighting a Neothalid.
Yes, that was grim.
That thing hurt. I'm definitely using them.
But also, like, and oozes. Lots of oozes with acid damage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of loving Dragon Craze's, like, pyramid scheme of D&D games. Just, like, 3 games going at once and everybody's playing in each other's. That's kind of delightful. I kind of love that. We used to...
That's the thing is, I do something similar. Because I play every second Sunday because I can't manage the upkeep on a weekly game. But one of my players runs another game, it's not D&D, it's Lancer, on the opposite Sunday. And we're each players in each other's campaign, so we've always got shit to do, and it's always rolling. And we've done that a few times. With a couple of campaigns he's run. It's really good.
That was how the game I was running was the same. I was
you, then
DMing
Rye,
one game.
you, then Rye.
Yeah, and we had Rye DMing the other week. And that was good. And we'll work it out because I have very strong plans for a game in the new year, and it's definitely going to be Blades in the Dark. and I'm looking at my phone. I have so many ideas, so
Good.
I just now need to put my overarching plot together,
I want to be
and
a
I'm
player
getting
again.
there.
I want to be a player again, and also I'm a little sad because I have 2 D&D characters that I really, really want to play. Because I've told you about both of them, but I've expanded one of them.
Yes.
So you know the swords.
Well.
The swords bard paladin.
Yes.
I made him French.
Well. Of course you made French. I will flourish in the name of my God. It will be wonderful.
I wanna make him a really poor conversation and call him Pierre of the East. Because
I was gonna say
in French that becomes Pierre de l'Est. Pierre Dallas.
Okay.
I quite like that. I was quite fond of that.
RPGing first, which was delightful. I can't even. What was the name of the? It wasn't the. Over enthusiastic Australian knife throwing pilot, which was like the most all character and no system kind of character I think I've ever built for anything, which is delightful.
Samurai Valor Bard. Damn, that sounds like fun.
Serenity RPG Cortex system set in Victorian London. Yeah, I have to say I wasn't a player for very long, but what I played I really enjoyed. I was Kerry Cross. How do you remember that?
Is that the same Kerry you played in Maddie's game?
No.
He was still an Aussie.
Based off the same principle, not the same character. I mean, Jamie, honestly, that you remember that, I think, is just absolutely wonderful and remarkable. Oh, dearie me.
In addition.
Yeah, I was going to say, 8 levels in Fighter, 5 levels in Valor Bard sounds fucking dangerous. Oh, don't QQ, Jamie. Don't QQ. You'll be okay. Oh, dearie me. Right. Not entirely sure how we're going to fill the next 40 minutes.
I mean, I was going to talk about a couple of the characters I came up with, but you know what? I think just chatting with the chat, because we've got some fun people in just now.
I mean, now that you've said that, though, they're all going to shut up.
Oh no!
Oh, backstory and sections. Again, Book of the Five
don't know
Rings.
the Book of the Five Rings.
It-
Oh, okay, yeah, I like you. I like it when people go ham on their backstory.
So much flavour that you are your own fucking, like, chef bard. Like, what
Yeah,
the
baby.
fuck? You did haikus for each section. Like, hot fucking damn. That's beautiful.
We're using your cutting edge feature. That's the thing, is you and I were... Lipschitz was fun.
Lipschitz was a delightful character. I'm sorry, as soon as you say to me, a therapist who summons your demons so you can fight them head on, I'm so here for that. I mean, that's very cool. This is my problem. I'm like, what would your class be in real life? And I can only be Bard.
This
have
is
a
the
musical
thing.
theatre degree.
This
I
is
can
the
only
really
be
weird
Bard.
thing, is I do not have enough chill for this, but basically every time I take one of those, what class you in real life tests, I tend to come out as monk. I don't have the fucking chill for that.
I mean, interesting.
Personally, I think I'm at least some kind of ranger.
I mean, I was gonna say barbarian.
A little bit of barbarian.
Just
Definitely.
like Angie Punch.
Like a level or two. Just a level or two.
It's just a little multi-class.
Just a little bit. That reminds me, you and I, we do need to sit down, because one of the things we've got on our big list, and I want to do this as like a whole series, is modern magic subclasses. And I really want to do an Urban Ranger.
Urban Ranger would be great.
Urban Ranger would be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
So yes, you can, cutting edge can now be slashing, fire, or acid. No, I should put poison in that as well, shouldn't
I was going to say and.
I? Poison.
Not or, and.
No. You choose which one.
Oh, fine.
It doesn't do all of them.
I want to do all of them.
No!
Just a scheme guy. Just
a wee
this pure wee
just a
Ned
wee
going
scheme.
around being like, I know if you've been on my patch, mate.
See you, man. I'll set the fucking squirrels on you.
It's an army of like squirrels with tiny knives.
It's just the guy who shows up and he just fucking chucks a raccoon through your window.
But it's got like a cocaine stare and like a bandolier of grenades.
Coked up raccoon fucking chucks it through your window and it eats all your food.
Fucking John Paul McCafferty.
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear. Adaptive camouflage. His tracksuit blends in perfectly with the dry stone walls. The bad shingling is indistinguishable from his Adidas trainers. Oh dear.
So, 14th level, you get a free cast of Heroes Feast.
Yup.
You get to choose, whenever somebody hits someone using your Bardic Inspiration, you get to choose whether you can do extra damage of either slashing, fire, poison, or acid. And, finally, you have resistance to 3 different damage types.
I mean, that's hench as fuck.
That's really fucking powerful.
Yeah, and if you're at 14th level, you've probably gone, like, fully into Bard, unless you're running a really high-level campaign.
That's the
so,
thing,
like,
even then.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, because you guys aren't even 14th level, and I've been running that campaign for more than 5 fucking years.
Yeah.
That's the thing, when you're at 14th level as a bard, you've gotten your second round of magical secrets, you're fucking chucking 7th level spells around.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a lot going on. Oh, and also your Bardic Inspiration's a D10 at that point. So anyone hits something with you, they're doing an extra D10 of that damage. That's really fucking good.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Right, so what do we call this final ability? Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Absolutely.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm genuinely quite proud of that. That's actually, I think we've done really good. Oh, sorry, we don't have commands like that set up. We do actually have a Discord that we've been using, but it's currently not really open to the public because there's not really very many of us, and we haven't set things up yet because we're bad at this. So, thank you for trying, Dragon Craze, but yeah, we're working on it. We are not professionals. We are not good at this.
Send it.
We just haven't set it up for public use. Basically, all of it is me liaising with the people who played in the City of Mist campaign that I ran a couple of months ago.
Yeah, it's based.
So
the thing is,
we'll do more.
Yeah, we're a very small Twitch channel.
We're a very small Twitch channel because it's just him and me. But we really should get on. That is one of the things we really should get on.
I mean, it would also give us a place to put things.
Yeah.
You know, occasionally that's like accessible.
Yeah.
Oh well. So
it
yeah.
It would probably be a better place for me to put the PDFs for this homebrew rather than on Patreon, because Patreon only lets me do it as pictures.
Ah, that is also
Doesn't let me
fair.
upload PDFs.
Yeah. We need to get like a nice formatting thing.
We do,
I'm
'cause at the moment,
bad.
I've just got at the moment I really have just got a Word doc, which apparently
Yeah.
it's what it looks like in the Unearthed Arcana,
Yeah.
but still.
But it would be nice if we got to look at more like fancy and shit. Oh yes, the Pokemon quiz was so good.
The Pokemon quiz was great.
A whole party of these is basically just
the
the
bear.
bear cast as a party.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did consider pitching an ability that was just you ordering people about.
Well, this is what we said at the beginning of the stream. So one of the reasons for doing Cookery as Bard is because we were like, well, cooking is feet head chef, basically. Yeah, that would be fucking you tell people and they go.
Aye, the head chef puts fucking feet in your face.
But what we done, we were like, right, okay, cooking, Bard, art form. You know, we cook by feel, and feet walking. On the other end of the spectrum, though, we've got baking, and we're like, baking is a science. If you baking is a micrometer wrong as fuck. Your bread does not rise, your cake does not dough. So we are thinking of doing like pastry and patisserie and baking as like either wizard or
Artificer.
the other one, artificer,
Yeah.
or both.
I would say both.
I'm gonna say both.
I would say
We're
both.
gonna do a baking wizard and a patisserie artificer.
Yeah, this
fuck
is
it.
like fucking baking wizard just fucking laminates you into the dough.
Could be great.
But yeah, that's the cooking bard. That's it, the whole thing.
We need to do more bards. These are easy.
Bards, they're fucking
this is
easy.
so much
Yeah.
so much easier than like clerics that we did last time, where we were
God.
like right up to the fucking deadline.
We were right up to the deadline because we kept arguing and it was the spell list. It really was the expanded spell list because we were kind of going very back and forth on that one. Because it was we did an infernal cleric last week, which is basically like, so what if your god wasn't a god? But you don't make a deal with them, you just worship. Basically, what about the Satanists?
Yes, the
What
Church of Satan are
Exactly.
a legitimate organization with a really good Twitter account.
Yeah. They're not there. It's like we don't make deals with them, we just worship them and we get the power that way.
Exactly. Who plays a bard called?
What is it with bards and becoming captains of pirate ships?
I mean, I think it's just lots of people grew up watching The Princess Bride.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's a bard
But
role.
also, let's be fair, Captain Jack Sparrow is also a bard.
Oh, 100%.
He's a lore bard.
Jack is
He is his own lore.
Jack is a multi-class between lore bard and drunken master monk with a little bit of reflavoring.
I was going to say Vengeance Paladin, patron Asmodeus. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Vengeance paladins are nasty.
Yeah, but it's like clerics don't really have that. Like even like Death Domain, Grave Domain is
evil
not
clerics.
the same thing.
Like, okay, you get evil clerics.
There's no room for evil clerics.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, this is the thing: is we made a lot of fire and brimstone preacher jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy because we kind of made it for one of the players in my campaign.
Yes.
And I handed it to him, and he just sent me back a screenshot of the ability called Gnashing of Teeth, and he just went, "Really?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, really."
It was good.
Yeah, it's good shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, bards are easy. There's a few that we still haven't really got ideas for. Like we've done a barbarian.
Yes.
I've got a fighter in there, but I haven't really got like a funny fighter idea.
And teeth. Yes, teeth
Okay.
will be provided. AKA, that is exactly where
He did
we
actually say something about this because his character, for various reasons, has to consume bone meal.
It's a
And he
Dragon
basically
Quest.
just went. And he basically
It's a
just
Scots
went.
and Irish Catholic joke.
Yeah,
Or
and he basically
Protestant,
just
I
went.
guess, as well.
what if I just carry around a bag of teeth and eat those? So, for those without teeth, teeth shall be provided.
I mean, that would be remarkable.
And I legitimately leant back in my chair and just cackled like a madman.
I am a goblin and I collect teeth. Here, would you like some?
Fucking Gringog shows up with a pair of pliers like, I'm the fucking tooth fairy! I'm gonna blow the teeth out of your mouth with a grenade!
Oh, Jesus. Well, then that's your next thing, is you've got, Tooth Fairy Warlock. What's a Tooth Fairy
That's an
Warlock?
archfey. That's an archfey right there.
Oh, yeah. But it's an archfey who steals teeth.
That's oh my god!
Oh, Russell Howard do the same joke.
He'll have done something about it. Or
Probably.
something along those lines. But just that, I just realised, I've just heard what you first said in his voice going, meh.
That would do it.
That was what you were doing. Fuck.
Yeah. What do we got? We've got bards, sorcerers, rangers, warlocks. We have an artificer idea.
We've done an artificer
fighter idea.
already.
Barbarian.
We did the trapper, remember?
Wizard. We did. And we've got a gadgeteer written down here as well.
Yeah, which I thought was going to be like that. We did a druid. We did the sand druid.
We did do the sand druid. Sand druid is cool as fuck.
Sand druid was real fun.
Really like the sand druid.
What we don't,
Where's
I
the
know
list
we
of
don't
ones
have a
that we've
paladin on there.
Do we not?
No, we don't have a paladin.
We don't have a paladin.
Because I've had I have tried and it's been a bastard of a time trying to think of oaths.
This is the thing.
What
I'm
you
like,
can swear yourself to. Because that's where paladins get their power.
This is always my issue with paladin subclasses, is that paladin oaths are not really specific to any specific gods.
No.
Even vengeance and oathbreaker paladins are not really specific to any gods or group of gods in particular.
Paladins, I personally believe that paladins should not actually be about gods. Because I like to think that their magic comes from the power of belief. Not the power of belief, the power of conviction. That's where their magic comes from. That's how they connect to the weave.
Reverse anchorite.
Oath of the Exiled.
I'm not familiar with the term anchorite. What's that? Go on, Dragon Craze. Educate me. I am... They're kind of... what? The olds rather than old style.
I think it's kind of a holdover from older editions where they had to be associated with a god.
Christianity. An anchorite or an anchorette. Someone who for religious reasons withdraws
hermit
from secular society to be able to lead an intense...
It's a hermit.
Okay. I just thought they was called monks.
Nah, that's when they do it all together.
Ah, fair.
Oh, the Uber Hermit. It's the Uber Hermit.
The most hermit.
I think what we could, one that might genuinely be a good idea, is we take a bit of inspiration from your paladin, Chris, Samson.
Yeah.
We could do the Oath of the Party.
That would be fun.
The Oath of the Party.
I'm here for Oath of the Party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down now.
Yeah, fucking do it. That is like a paladin who swears to spread joy and protect the vibe through their through their magic and their combat.
Yeah, I'm like, I that feels like something that's non-denominational.
Yeah. Everybody likes to get down with their bad selves. Oh,
this is true. Okay, hang on, I got it.
Just Chris fucking.
Delightful.
Jesus.
See, this just sounds like that mad sect of Catholics who flagellated themselves until they got featured in a Dan Brown novel.
So they are anchored to the chapel. Okay, I get it now, yeah. That's...
People
Pretty sure Jesus would have said that was a bad idea.
religion.
Pretty sure Jesus would have said that was a bad idea.
Well, I think Jesus was explicitly against it. I think he only did it for 3 days and then fucked off.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I nearly said that as well.
You're absolutely fine. I married a lapsed Catholic.
And also, I was gonna make the same joke. Don't worry about it, we're fine.
Yeah.
But, it must be said, we are non-denominational in our making fun of things. We will make fun of all religions.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, everybody, I'm afraid that my wife just dropped out the chat because her laptop just blue screened of death.
Ah,
We're
fuck.
doing well in this household tonight.
The technology fairy has cursed you.
That's fair. Take care. Yeah. The technology heard our Catholic jokes and was like, now there won't be any more of that now, will there?
Yes, the problem is God doesn't like single motherboards.
I like that one. That was a good one.
I'm very proud of that one.
I enjoyed that.
I'm gonna have a great time clipping all of this tomorrow, just finding bits of the shit we're talking about. This has been really fun.
This has been, this is delightful.
This has been the most fun stream in quite a while, actually. Okay, it's been great talking to you, Jamie.
No worries. Take care, Jamie.
Look after yourself.
To be fair, I think that we have done the whole thing.
Yeah.
We have, people are going to bed. I think we may call it there.
Should we just go and raid Matt now?
That's fair. That's fair. If people are into it,
Yeah.
We have a friend who is doing a 24-hour charity stream for
Macmillan Cancer Trust.
Macmillan Cancer Trust. I keep looking that way because I've got my nice big screen there, but actually my camera's here.
I keep doing
Macmillan
the same
Cancer
thing.
Trust.
Now you know what my problem is. Yes,
I know. I'm working on it.
We're going to raid him just now. We're going to go over, say hi. But for now, you can find all of our previous stuff on YouTube. That's The Brothers Honey on YouTube. You can follow me on social media. That's Jonathan Honey 4 on Twitter. You can follow my games company, Old Alliance Games, because I make video games for a living, which is at @old_games on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also find us...
That's Old, the Scottish spelling, A-U-L-D.
Yes, Alpha Uniform Lima Delta. You can find our company website, oldalliancegames.com, on the internet. We're here every Monday night. You can find Chris on Instagram as Chris Honey Actor. And, one of the people who works for me is also apparently now a VTuber. So if you want to go find someone else fun... Yeah, exactly, like Old Lang Syne. If you want to find someone else fun on Twitch, go look up Citronita. They work for me. They're really fun. But yeah, we're gonna go and raid Glaswegian BR and see how, and help fucking fight cancer, because frankly, fuck cancer.
Quite right. This is...
I know what to do.
You can do it. We can do it.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
Just gotta hope that I spelt it right. Okay.
Go
Uh,
on. Hey! We're
what?
doing it! It's a raid.
Let's go!
Congratulations. See you there!
Bam! We've done it. We did a raid.
Did a raid.
We did a raid. I don't know how to see what that is, but yeah. I'm gonna stop recording. Okay, right, I'm just gonna stop recording. Bye.